video of people making snow angels with ripped up Bible pieces, and they look like they're having the time of their life. Because your girlfriend literally has a satanic Satanism star shirt on, you have a Baphomet shirt on, and you have a Baphomet satanic star candle burning in the background. You're trying to, okay. It might be something different. It might be something
Okay, so I'm watching this YouTuber. His name is Nick Jones, and he does a lot of videos kind of calling out, not necessarily people. Sometimes he is calling out people like pastors and stuff. But his main page is kind of like to highlight a lot that's going on in like the industry when it comes to demonic things. It's all directed back to Christians and Christians being in a certain limelight and partaking in certain things. And he's highlighted, you know, people trying to like implement satanic worship type of stuff in schools. Like he highlights a lot of stuff, so it's not him always highlighting a specific person. I personally don't like these type of YouTube channels all the time, but I do watch them sometimes because some of them I am interested in seeing like the information. So like some stuff that I've seen happen in like the schools, things like that I'll see. So even this video is talking about, it says the ultimate Satan gathering, what really happened. And basically it's this gathering, it's this whatever this thing is that people come together and they're ripping up the pages of the Bible and making like snow angels in all of the pages, and they're ripping it up and they're saying, you know, hell, you know, I ain't saying it. You know, they're saying all these things. They're devil worshipers. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's just uncomfortable to see somebody be that bold. Like, you have to have absolutely no fear of the Lord whatsoever. And like, that makes me so uncomfortable to see somebody do that. I'm just like you're next level with your, like that. Whew. So currently I am in the kitchen. I'm making me some of my favorite rice. I'll be honest with you guys, like right now my appetite is a little weird. I haven't been super hungry for certain things, so I've only been kind of cooking what I want to eat and what I'm kind of hungry for. So right now I was just kind of hungry for some rice. So I'm just gonna make me some rice. I'm not gonna force myself to eat certain things right now. Still keeping it within, you know, healthy realms or whatever, but I definitely just wanted some rice, so that's what I'm making. He posted 1 hour ago, it says, insane, preacher gets 5-year restraining order for quoting the Bible. So it's like, he's not always calling out people for like doing something bad. He kind of calls out like the news, like certain things that happen within like the Christian community or to Christians in the public eye, or like this one is, you know, he found out that it's been reported that a preacher got 5 years for quoting the Bible. I mean, he's even called out like the LGBTQ church or something. I'm not sure where it's located, but like he talks about a lot of stuff. And a lot of it is just interesting just to kind of see what is out here in the world. It's good to see this information, take in this information, be aware of this information and things that are really going on. Because I'll be honest, sometimes I can kind of be like in my bubble. I could be like, oh, like there's also another thing to like be very aware of what also is happening out in the world, and to be vigilant and to be aware of what's happening. And I think for that, I don't mind watching stuff like this because it does kind of give you an insight to, you know, just things that are going on, things that are happening. But also, before I even get all the way into this, I'm getting ready to go upstairs. I have been working all day. I had a very, very, very long meeting today. We picked a launch date for the trip. So I haven't announced it yet, but if you have done the survey, period, we're going out. We're gonna be outside, okay? So I'm so excited about that. So I'm gonna let you guys know some information very soon, but I had a very long meeting today about the trip, and we picked a date, and I'm so excited. I need to slow down. I just noticed I am vlogging, and I have already ended today's vlog. Well, I've already ended last vlog. So if you watched my last video, I ended my last vlog with what I got on right now. But it's the same day, and I did not end I didn't get myself together. So I'm getting ready to go upstairs and kind of wash the day off. It's about 6:30 right now. I kind of want to just like wash the day off and just I still got this real big bump on my head, y'all, and it's so annoying. Also, I had spoke entirely too fast because my tripod actually does go up a lot taller than what I thought. It's just, you have to turn it a certain way and then like kind of pull it a little harder in order for it to extend. So when I was looking at it, I didn't think to like pull it harder, so, you know, it didn't extend or whatever. So I'm over here thinking my tripod was a flop. I have this bump on my forehead that is so painful. Let's put a patch on it. So let me start over. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another vlog. I don't know what I'm doing today. I might just start the whole thing over. I am out of the shower. I am nice and clean. We're chilling out. I am full-blown decompressing. For some reason, this week has just felt extremely long. Like today feels like it should be Saturday, but it is legit Thursday. And but anyway, but I'm feeling so much better now that I have took a shower. I took the rest of those tracks out, so I'm back to an itty bitty little bun back here. So I'm pretty much back to my regular hair. The only thing is I still have those beads in my hair. So at some point I'm gonna have to get these beads out. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not even gonna vlog the rest of the evening because I don't have nothing else to do. I don't have nothing else to talk about. I don't have nothing else to do. I wanna read my book a little bit and kind of prepare my heart and mind for tomorrow's book club meeting. We're going to be doing our first virtual call, Zoom call, not Zoom, but within the Geneva platform, there's a video room. So we're going to meet tomorrow in the video room. I want to share, like, if you have time, since you're here, I want to talk a little bit about therapy. Not sponsored. At this point, I need to do another sponsorship with BetterHelp, but it's not even necessarily about BetterHelp. It's just about therapy, period. I had a therapy session today. And I had to have a talk with myself because usually I do therapy once a week. This week, I did it 3 times. I had therapy 3 times. This week, I had it Monday, I had it yesterday, and I had it today. And there is no shame in my game. And honestly, I've had to kind of change my perspective on how I looked at therapy because years ago, and I think it was just how I've grown up, like, my parents kind of look at therapy funny. I don't know if they look at it like that now, but I just know back then, like, therapy just wasn't a thing. It just wasn't a thing. And I just know, like, sometimes in the Black household, therapy is kind of looked down upon, or you're already deemed as crazy or something if you go to therapy. But I've had a complete turnaround in terms of my perspective when it comes to therapy. Therapy is none of those things. Therapy is so revealing. And it can reveal a lot. And in that revelation, there comes freedom and deliverance and a lot of things. Like, there is an anointing attached to therapy, and I don't care. Like, God has blessed people and graced people to do this profession and be able to listen and be able to use their better judgment with the things that they've learned during their schooling and training, and to be able to help people with whatever they got going on, with whatever they want to work through. And I'll be honest, like, in my therapy sessions, sometimes I question myself, like, Jalen, you could just kind of talk this out with yourself. You don't have to, like, spend the money to do that. But no, there is something attached to therapy that is so, not to do a play on play with words, but it's so therapeutic. It's so revealing. It's such a release and a deliverance that is attached to therapy that I cannot, when you really find your therapist that, I like to say it like this: when you find your therapist that was designated for you, it makes a world of difference. I've gone through about maybe 3 different therapists. So the therapist I have now, she's amazing. And I was praying. I had intentionally prayed about therapy this go round, and I got her. And through BetterHelp, If you go through BetterHelp, it's really easy to kind of wire down on who you want as a therapist, whether they're black or white, or whether they've specialized in certain traumas, whatever trauma, you have different therapists that specialize in different things, relational issues, family issues, just whatever you need a therapist for, you can, or whether you want them to be a Christian or not, or want to come from a holistic biblical aspect or not, you can choose that. And of course, y'all already know what I chose. I wanted a woman of God who believes in the Bible, who believes in Jesus, and she's amazing. She's amazing. And I said all that to say that my therapy session today wasn't one of those emotional ones. It wasn't one of those, oh, this is happening and I just feel super overwhelmed. Today was one of those days that I sat with myself and God allowed. And I'll be honest, today's therapy session, she didn't even have to say a whole lot. It was more of me just kind of talking through the things that I already knew and some of the things that I did have questions about. By the time I got done talking, I had my answer. God gave me my answer. And I truly believe that God used my therapist today to just confirm the things that he had already said. And it was just so eye-opening and revealing. And God was just letting me know, like, he is expanding my territory with a lot of things. And it was just really eye-opening to me to see where I am, where I've come from, and what I need now. Jalen at 20 years old is so different at Jalen that is 25 now. And knowing that I'm going to be turning 26 next month sounds so... I can't even believe I'm going to be 26. Just reflecting back on when I was 20, when I was 21, when I was 22, 23, 24. It's just amazing to see my evolution and my elevation. It's amazing to see how far I've come, how much I've grown spiritually, how much I've grown mentally, how much I've grown physically, how much I've grown in just my communication, in how I handle people, how I allow people to handle me, like in so many ways. So today was just one of those days where as I was talking, I'm like, wow, I'm really understanding Jalen now. And before I thought I really knew Jalen, no, but I'm really understanding Jalen now. And it's been so freeing and so eye-opening that I cannot fully articulate it enough for y'all. I really can't. All I know is if you've been thinking about therapy or you think you might not need therapy, even if you can't do therapy, I know some people get a little weary about talking and find someone you trust and talk. Because I found myself talking through some things today, and I found myself talking about a particular situation that I'll keep to myself. But as I was talking about it, she asked me a question, and she said, what exactly, because I said something about I didn't want to mess something up. I'll leave it at that. So as I was talking, she let me finish, and then she said, okay, so what about, this that you feel like you would mess up? And I was getting ready to say something else, but in my mind, I said, no, tell the truth. And when I said it, I was like, oh man. And it was such a relief, but it was one of those things that was just kind of like deep down in me that I knew was there, but I never had anybody ask me that question. So when I tell you therapy is really, really, really good, especially if you allow it to work, if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, if you allow yourself to be real with yourself. Don't be, egotistical. Don't be full of pride. Let all of that go and just be real with yourself. The moment you can really be real, the moment you can be real with yourself and where you actually are is the moment you will really start to understand you, and you'll start to understand where God has you, and you'll start to understand where God's taking you. And for that, I can live to see another day. I have more strength and more hope to face tomorrow. The Bible says, let tomorrow worry about itself. Okay, cool. I got today, cool. Whatever tomorrow got, I got some strength for tomorrow. And it's so good, you guys. I can't even fully articulate it completely to you. But all I know is today's therapy session was so good and so revealing. And it was such a release. And I was able, and I walk away from therapy anyway, just feeling better, But like I said, therapy is definitely one of those things you have to let it work. You can't go into therapy all hard and, it's a work in progress, but just make the effort to release. Make the effort for the change to happen, because the change has to start inside of here. The change you want to see must first begin in you. I love that song. Those lyrics, what? Because God uses us. We are his vessels to spread his word, to spread his love, and so forth. Sometimes it's a holdup because of our own trauma, because of how people have done us in the past, all the things, or how we've grown up, or whatever it is. But as soon as you start to release and let God in, oh my goodness, y'all, I'm encouraged. So I just felt the need to share my therapy session today. I feel amazing. Are all of my situations resolved? No. Do I still have the stresses of life in the corner of my left and right? Yes. But am I encouraged that God's got me? Yes. And for that, I got the joy of the Lord, and I can rest in that, knowing everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Say it with me. Everything is going to be okay. I am okay. I am okay. It will get better. I am in expectation for it to get better. I expect God to come through for me, because that's who he is. I'm finna go worship. But yeah, it's getting dark. I'm about to cut the camera off. I want my face out of technology, if I'm honest. I'm trying to avoid going to sleep, y'all, because I cherish my sleep at night. I love sleeping through the night. So I try to not take naps. I will see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow, what do we have on the agenda tomorrow? Tomorrow, I got a couple of tasks to finish. I have ooh, goodness gracious. I added a meeting on my schedule tomorrow. You know, when you're in a good mood, you just be, oh yeah, like, let's do that. Maybe I'm looking at it because I'm tired right now. I wouldn't feel like doing a meeting right now. It's not that I wouldn't feel like doing it tomorrow. I'm not even going to stress. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You see that? Did y'all see? I know y'all caught that. Y'all rest up. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everybody. Grace and peace. Praying all is well with all of you. It is Friday. I could cry. I could legit cry at the fact that it is finally Friday. I could cry. And crying just might be super dramatic and all the things, but I could literally cry. This week has been, God has graced me through it, but I've had better weeks, y'all. Let's just put it that way. I have had better weeks. This week has been very, very, very overwhelming and ups and downs. She has, I don't know if y'all can see her. Can y'all see? There's crazy zoomies this morning. I'm gonna let her do her thing. Get out the bathroom. Cause you done dug into my makeup bag and got makeup on my thing. Play with your hedgehog that Sunny got in pink. But some great things to look forward to today. Book club today. I gotta finish taking some notes on my iPad of that. So that's what I'm gonna actually kind of spend my morning doing. I kind of want to go somewhere and have like a nice breakfast and do that, but also I'm just really not in the mood to be around people. No ma'am. I'm also kind of not even in the mood to really be around people. So I don't know what I want to do. Just trying to figure it out. But anyway, today is Friday and let's head downstairs and get the party jumping, huh? Y'all, life is so interesting. It's just crazy how no matter what you have going on, you still got to show up. You still got to show up and continue on with the programming. This is where I'm getting my strength though. So let's get it in. Still in 1 Samuel, y'all. I don't know why I just been feeling like I'm in the same spot for days now. I don't know. I feel like stuff is just kind of starting to blur together, but I don't have much longer in 1 Samuel. I literally have, I'm in chapter 25. Well, I'm at chapter 25 and there are 31 chapters. Excuse me. Yeah, there's 31 chapters and I'm at chapter 25. I'm struggling, guys, and I think this little girl is in Avery's food. Y'all have some of the same food. Dogs be so funny. Like they want each other's food. Look at her coming over here. Come here. You can say good morning. This little girl is so sweet, y'all. But yeah, it's just funny how like you still have to show up even when you feel like you don't have much left. Like, I feel like I'm kind of running on E right now. So I definitely can feel a break coming up. Like, a good break. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I don't want to read about a bunch of different characters in the Bible. Like, sometimes I don't even have the capacity for it sometimes, but this is the time to kind of fight against what you're feeling, because at the end of the day, you already know the enemy don't want you to get your good word, your bread. So I know me doing it, that's why when I brought up YouTube, because I know a lot of the people, and it just didn't seem that way. So I don't want to come off like that. Yeah. Hi guys. Is this my life right now? Just dogs barking everywhere. Avery, you're gonna wake your sister up. Hush. Okay guys, hi. I am back. It has been so many hours later. BRB. Okay, it is nail time. I need to do these nails, y'all. I'm doing all the searching for the very thing that's sitting right in front of me. Okay, so you guys know how earlier I said I was going to cut my cuticles or whatever? No ma'am, that never happened. I ended up resting, relaxing, doing a bunch of nothing. Then my mom came over. I had to help her with something. She left to go pamper herself, so she'll be back in a little while. And yeah, I just been kind of chilling out and watching some YouTube, just really taking the day slow. I told y'all today gonna be a slow day for me. So I'm getting ready to do a little pampering myself, and I wanted to do my nails. So I'm just going to raise y'all up, put y'all down. Good morning, everybody. Grace and peace. Praying all is well with all of you. It is a new day. Today is Sunday. I'm actually getting ready to log on and watch church. It's 9:38. I'm gonna watch church this morning. I'll be honest, I'm not, like, look at me. I do not feel the best. I woke up with really bad back pains this morning. So I'm just gonna watch church online, and then I'm gonna get dressed. I'll probably get dressed while I'm watching church. And I'm gonna go see my dad so I can see my grandmother, and then I'm going to swing around so I can go see my mom, my sister, my aunt, all of them for Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there who may be watching. Today is about you. Every day is about you, but today is really about you. And I pray that you are surrounded by love and feel the love and appreciation for all that you do and sacrifice on a daily basis. So God, we thank you for all of the mothers. We thank you for each and every person who is a mother figure. Even if you didn't have a child of your own, if you are a mother figure in some way, we thank God for your yes. We thank God for your sacrifices, and we thank God for your obedience and just showing up, even if that means not showing up for yourself sometimes. So I hope you have felt love today. I hope you have felt appreciated today. And yeah, happy Mother's Day. Also, shout out to all the dog moms. Now listen, I know it ain't the same, okay? I know it's not the same, so please. But we be, you know what I'm saying? We got the kiddos. Say good morning. I'm trying to decide if her name is gonna be Zara. She's so sweet. Look at her. She do just like Avery do, just lay up on me. Let's go get my Puka girl. And this is my baby right here. Hi, sweet, sweet. Who are you? So the girls have eaten. The girls have honestly taken like a little mini morning nap. Not even that they needed a whole entire nap, but I digress. New girl outside. We can come up with a name for her. I don't know what to call her. But I took her outside. She uses the bathroom. Came back in. They both had breakfast. And then it's like they both knocked back out. So I'm like, what a life you live, huh? Hey, girls. You see how the new girl wants to play? Avery just be like, no biting. But I will say Avery is, she's getting adjusted. I will say that because before, say I spoke too soon. She don't like being touched or like messed with, I guess. So she's getting more acquainted. But I'm actually getting ready to take them outside real quick just to get some more fresh air. I was watching a YouTuber, just watching a vlog this morning. So like I said, I've ordered me some breakfast. That's on the way. Like I said, I just don't really feel too good. So I'm just trying to listen to my body and kind of see what that's looking like. So I'm hoping I'm gonna feel better within the next few hours because I would truly, truly like to be feeling a lot better in my body and so forth, going to see my family. So I definitely don't want to pull up with that energy. So yeah, I'm gonna run them outside real quick just to get some fresh air and I'll be back. Also, I will say when I take them outside, I always make sure to bring like a little handful of treats just because I've been practicing with, let me finish my thought. I was practicing with the new dog, just some tricks and stuff. Come on, everybody. Pookie. Oh, she right here. I thought she was still in the kitchen. But yeah, so I've been trying to practice with them and just do some more tricks and stuff. The only trick Avery really knows how to do is sit. So I wanted to like see if they could do more. Look, they both looking at me like, where's the treats, ma'am? Where are the treats? Good job. Good girl. He's in the bathroom outside. Okay, that's your treat. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, let's see. Avery, sit. That's my good girl. There you go, boo. Okay, Miss Girl. Sit. 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 Look, sit. I'm getting distracted. Sit. 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 No, sit. 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 Are you gonna do any tricks for me? We've been practicing. Come here. Sit. 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 Good job. Sit. No. Come. 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 Hey. No. Sit. Good girl. Sit. 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 Good job. Sit. Okay, guys, I'm back. My food is here. Also, I got a lot of feedback regarding like tech videos. A lot of you guys seem to be really interested in me talking more about tech. So be on the lookout for more of that. I'm really excited because I definitely want to get more into tech. I definitely do. So, like I said, my food is here. It's this place called First Watch, and I found out about First Watch when I was in, it might have been North Carolina, but we recently just got one in my area, so I was like, I definitely want to go and check it out. But I got some seasoned breakfast potatoes. I got a fried egg, and then I got me a whole grain pancake. I definitely said waffle, but I got a whole grain pancake. And that's it, I believe. Oh yeah, they gave me some syrup. I don't know if y'all got like a good look of them yesterday when I was done with them, but these are it. I love doing Gel X. And what's so funny is somebody messaged me, y'all. Hear me out. Somebody legit messaged Somebody messaged me on TikTok. They tagged me in this video of this girl who supposedly did her Gel-X nails. And I guess something went wrong because she got like an infection or something on her finger, and she had to get on antibiotics to be able to, you know, get that handled and stuff. And she said she's more than likely not gonna be able to wear nails, or at least those gel nails anymore, because I think she said like the residue of the nail glue got up under her nail and it just made it really infected and all the things. Now I had a couple of things I wanted to say, I didn't say, because I'm no expert. I didn't go to school for that, so I didn't want to say too much, and I didn't want to be one of those people like, oh, well, it never happened to me, so you must have did it wrong. No, because stuff happens. We could go to the most professional people, and if your body just reject it, it just reject it, right? So I don't want to say anything, but I will say this. When I was looking at her picture of her nail, it looked very messy. It looked like, it was just like some of the nail glue was just like oozing off the side, and it was cured that way, and it was all up under there. And I'm like I said, like, I'm not gonna say too much, but that just didn't look right. So I don't know if she wouldn't have done that, if her, you know, finger wouldn't have got infected like that, or what the case would have been. But just the way it was looking, it just looked like the glue was just thrown on the finger. It was so much that it was oozing out the side of the nail, and then it was cured that way under the light. And it's just kind of like, yeah, like that's like that. You asking for something to happen. Now granted, you can be as precise as you want to be. Like with these, I did really good. I don't have any like glue oozing. I think it was one finger that had like a little bit oozing out, but I made sure to like get that, wipe that off, and even after it was cured, I made sure that it was not just sitting on the side. Like the cuticle, I took my time with that. I did like one of those Russian manicure things or whatever. I've been doing my nails like that for the longest time. Usually I would just soak them. I would soak my nails first and allow like the cuticles to get kind of soft. But I've been kind of enjoying doing it like dry. I feel like I get more and I can kind of see where I need to stop cutting, because I will say when I've done it with my nails just kind of being more on the, you know, wet side or whatever, I noticed that I can end up cutting it down a little too far. So I do like doing it the dry way, because I can see it. I can just see what I'm cutting just a little bit better. I did my nails really good. I'm happy. Like I said, I wanted to go a little long and do my red nails. I just missed having my red nails. I used to get, the color I use is the same color I used to get all of the time at my old nail tech that I would go to some years ago. So yeah, you guys, I'm just going to eat my food, take the morning a little slow. And like I said, I'm gonna just watch church, and then I'm gonna get dressed so I can go see my family. I hate going for so long without seeing family, because then it's like when you see them, it's like you walk in, you like, hey.
How y'all doing?
You know, it's just like, I ain't seen you in so long, I don't even know what to say. So, but it will be good to see so many of my family today. What is up, everybody? I am in the process of getting dressed for the day. I washed my hair again just because I wanted like a fresh canvas when it came to slicking my hair back. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. Anyway, I wanna go ahead and get my makeup finished and out of the way. I want to get that done. Also, well, kind of doing like a get ready with me situation. This is honestly something I've been wanting to talk about on my channel for a while, and what I'm calling this is my grown woman era. Now, I talked about this on my live like last year sometime, maybe like this time last year, so it's been a while. I had asked on that live, what do you consider a grown woman, or at what point in your adulthood or your life period did you feel grown, like that you are a grown woman? So firstly, what's your definition of a grown woman? And I feel like a lot of our definitions will be a little different. My definition of a grown woman is someone who is sure of herself, someone who takes care of herself, someone who is aware of where she is in life and where she's going. A grown woman is someone who takes responsibility, accountability, who takes care of herself well and takes care of her responsibilities, whether that be her children, whether it be her spouse, whether it be her job, her business. Like, all of those attributes can be considered grown. Now, I know some people might argue and be like, oh, well, you know, life for me, you know, made me grow up early. You know, I had to help raise my siblings when I was, you know, a teenager. I helped take care of responsibilities. Am I grown then? Gives them more maturity, kind of helps them mature a little quicker. So I just kind of want to hear from you guys, like, what do you consider a grown woman? But I'm saying all this to say, I feel like I'm coming into like this grown woman era. Like I am really taking care of Jalen. And what that looks like is she is making sure she is taking care of her body, mind, and soul. She is keeping her house in order. She is taking care of her bills. She is working on her credit. She is helping take care of the people around her. But I do want to hear from you guys. Like, what do you guys consider grown? Like, even growing up, sometimes I've even heard my parents say like, oh, y'all just want to be grown. Like, to me, I was translating that like, oh, you want like freedom, or you want to just go out and do what you want to do with no, you know, repercussions, or you just want like your own space, and you know, all those things I feel like equate to like somebody being grown or considered that way. So I was just kind of sitting here thinking like, you know, I am getting into like my grown woman era. I remember telling my mom, like, this was right before I had turned 25, and I was telling her, I said, you know, I haven't really seen any like body changes, like outside of me working out, that whole thing. I was like, I really just kind of feel more grown. And I think that's because I was coming into more responsibility. I was living on my, well, I'm living on my own now. Been living on my own for some years now, and just taking care of myself, paying my taxes, and just doing the adult things. And so when I look at what being grown is, I don't know, I just kind of feel like I'm trying to grow more into that person and what that looks like for me. And I feel like a lot of that is someone who is really just like sure of herself and where she is. And in the book that we're reading, you know, Welcome to Adulting, we talked about it in our book club on Friday. And we were talking about spiritual gifts, and I can't remember her name, but someone shared that, you know, purpose, like there is one divine purpose, like there is a purpose, and that is to disciple and to bring more people to the body of Christ, to continue to grow the body of Christ. That's the purpose of why we're here. But while we're here, we have spiritual gifts. We have these different things that God has given us to be able to do that, whether that be singing, whether that be being an encourager, whether that's, you know, whatever spiritual gift that you have. And because that's going to continue to help, again, bring more people to the body of Christ. So with saying all that, so I was using my sponge, and my sponge is picking up makeup. I think the sponge is too wet. So saying all of that to say, you know, we were talking about that in the book club, and, you know, with purpose, like we all have the same purpose. Like we all have, you know, we were all put here to continue to help spread the gospel. But in terms of how you do that, that's where the spiritual gifts come into play. That's where all these things come into play. That's going to look different. So we always talk about like, oh, you'll have like a unique divine purpose. It's like, well, you know, the purpose is the same for everybody, but how you do it in the areas you do it in, what that looks like, now that will be different. I'm getting into my grown woman era, and what that's looking like for me is the rest of my life. You know, it's taking back control of the things I've let slip, freely surrendering to the Lord. But let's talk about it. Like, I feel like I don't have like a whole lot to say, but I know it's a feeling. But I know like there are women that I have come across and they just scream grown to me. I don't know if it has anything to do with age. I don't want to say that. I don't know. But I just know what I see when I see certain women. And to me, a lot of that is like mindset. A lot of it's mindset. A lot of it is, gosh, I feel like I'm doing a terrible job of trying to like articulate what it is I want to get across. But again, when I think of grown women, it's just this look. It's in how they talk. It's in how they present themselves. It's in their posture. It's in, again, how they conduct their life. Just screams grown woman. So I've had this conversation with my mom. I've had this conversation with my sister. I've had it with friends. And, you know, even me and Sunny even talked about it a long time ago. I was like, at what point in time did you feel like, do you feel grown? She was like, yeah. You know, and I can't remember her exact answer. So we might just revisit the conversation one day. But backtracking, I remember when I talked to my mom about it, you know, my mom got married when she was 23 and she had my sister, I think around that time as well. I came 4 years after that, so 27. She had me. And, you know, I remember when I asked her, I said, you know, at what point in time did you really feel like you were grown? And she said, you know, getting married and motherhood made her feel grown, you know, because she had to step into like mother role and wife role, and you know, she was in school and then she hopped into her career, and now she had, you know, this other title and just all these things to do. And she even said, you know, to her she felt grown. So I just thought I'd ask that because it's been something that has been like on me, especially being 25. I'm getting ready to turn 26, and and for so long, I'll be honest with you, I moved out of my dad's house in 2020. I did not feel grown. I felt low-key like I was 18 living on my own. That's what it felt like. But I was what, 22? Not far, but you know, whatever. So with that, I was just always like curious as to what that feeling is like. Cause like, again, when I turned 25, I kind of felt it. I was kind of like, okay, like I'm starting to really feel this grown thing. And honestly, I thought I would feel that when I turned 21. No, not at all. I did not feel grown whatsoever. Turning 21, if anything, I felt the same. You know, still living on my own and still taking care of myself, just, you know, same old, same old. I feel like I'm finally getting to that place where I feel grown. But the thing is, I'm not married. I don't have any children, and nothing different has really happened. Like, again, I still live on my own. I'm still, like, it's nothing different or crazy different that has happened. That's why I'm like, I'm just curious, like, what is that quote unquote grown feeling? I just think this makes for like good conversation. I want to revisit this conversation with, you know, my peers and my friends and stuff, and just kind of see. So far so good. Makeup looks pretty good today. So I'm really getting into like this same old makeup routine. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Doing my eyebrows last and all the things. I'm really enjoying it being like this. There has been a time when my brows have come out perfect, but that was like when I used to really pluck mess out of my eyebrows just to draw them back on, which made no sense to me. Like, if I could go back in time, I would have never plucked my eyebrows so much. I think my eyebrows would be a lot thicker. I don't know what I'm gonna wear today. I think I'm gonna just wear something pretty chill. It's giving like white tee and some jeans. It's almost time for me to get a new mascara. This one is crunchy. This one is real crunchy. So I know I was talking earlier, guys, about tech stuff. So I got a new lens. So this is a new camera. This is a new lens, and I wanted a wide angle lens. Now granted, this one's pretty wide, but there is another one that cost maybe $200 more than this one, maybe $300 more than this one, that I should have bought instead, and it's smaller. So I'm returning this lens, and I ordered the new one, and it should be here tomorrow. So I'm hoping when it gets here tomorrow, it's everything that I want it to be. And I'm happy I went ahead and ordered it, so that way I can still compare. So just in case it's not what I think it is, I can just stick with this one and cancel my return. But yeah, I already processed my return. I can always go back and cancel that too. But like I said, I don't think I am. Like, I did so much research on it. And when I got this camera and lens, I did a lot of research on this one too. And people were doing reviews and stuff. But here's the catch. The new lens I bought, the review I watched, the guy actually, he was doing a review on like recording random stuff like in his studio or wherever he was at. And then he said, okay, also shout out to vloggers. This is exactly what it would look like for vloggers if you want this lens. And I said, see, this is my dog right here. He knew I was watching, and he did that just for me. And when I seen it, I said, that's it. Once I get this set up, this camera set up like I want, I'm gonna show y'all. I gotta be mindful of how I comb, just because I still got these little things in my head. Luckily, they're still pretty close to the roots, so I don't have to see. I do want to let my hair kind of like air dry a little bit, so I'm gonna let it do that. Y'all already know my lip products. Minted Night Lip Pencil. Just do a little bit on the lips, and then just a little sweep of gloss, not too much, just enough to kind of blend everything together. This is my Glam by Dan Beauty lip gloss. Y'all already know. Y'all see this like little piece right here? Beauty sponge would never do that to me. Okay, So what I usually use to slick my hair back is this Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Flaxseed Edge Gel. Now, this is how much I have in here. Now, are we gonna get a good slick back with this or no? I pray it stretches. This is the only, like, that's really one of the only edge gels that I've ever used that does not turn white on me. Ooh, let me put on, I'm gonna add a little bit of this gloss. It's the Mentha Lip Tint from Bath and Body Works. I will use my Summer Fridays on top, so either one. Honestly, I just need more gloss, but I don't want more color. So I want to get my hair laid down as much as possible, so that way when I put the edge control on there, I have to do that much work other than just laying the hair down, if that makes sense. Yeah, I gotta get these things out of my hair. I can't even comb, I can't. I'm trying to get better with my vernacular, like how I talk. Like, I am very country, which I'm not trying to get rid of that. I'm country, I'm country. I can't do nothing about that. But it's like how I say stuff sometimes. When I go back and I watch my vlog, I irritate my own self. I'm like, why am I talking like that? Why do I say stuff like that? And it's just how I grew up. Like, it is what it is. But I do want to talk better. Okay, so I am just adding the edge control now. I'm using my old nasty, don't look too closely at this brush, please. So I'm gonna see with this, because I just put a lot of edge control in my hair, so I'm gonna try to see how much this will lay my hair down before I add more, because I am really, really, really low. So that did a lot. So y'all see already, that got it laid down pretty good. So now I gotta get the sides and the back. The top right here is pretty good. And again, I don't have those tracks in anymore, so we should be good with how it lays down. I don't know what it is. It's something about having your hair done that just really gives you a nice boost of confidence. Like, I don't know what it is. And when my hair is messed up, I intentionally like still try to feel good. I still try to like fight that, because my worth and how I feel about myself should not be tied into if my hair is done or not. You know what I'm saying? And I know we might not look that deeply into it, but it is in how we act. Like, when our hair's not done, like, we joke about it. Like, I've even seen people say, like, oh, if you want to feel better, go get your hair done, go get your hair done, go get your hair done. I'm like, yeah. It's just one of those things that it is like a pick-me-up. But also, challenge yourself when your hair's not done. Like, still find a way to be like, nah, I'm still her. I'm still her, even if my nail's not done right now. I'm still her, even though I got to do a slick back bun instead of my hair being, you know, something else. I'm still her, even with my little chewed up nubs, because I didn't have bad anxiety all weekend, but I'm still her. I am still her, even if my brows are not groomed to perfection. I'm still her, you know, because I'm still her when I have that going on. But when I get them brows done, when I put that makeup on, when I get these lashes on, whatever it is your maintenance is, when I get that done, oh, just know I'm really her then. But before that, I'm still her. I just say it don't take much for the edges. I just need a little something. I don't have anything left for my bun, so I'm gonna just see what I can do. It's gonna be a little bun too, but if I can just get it wrapped up tightly, that'll be enough. The bun is tight. Let's see. It's not perfect. Ooh. It's not perfect, but it's gonna have to do, because when I say I'm out, that little bit I had, and then the stuff you see at the bottom. Oh, wait. Hold on. Every little counts. Wait a minute. I got a little something. Okay. I can put some right here, because that part is popping up for whatever silly reason. My little thing go. Because y'all know I like to brush these down. I'm gonna say I ain't even have enough for them here in the back. But all in all, if y'all looking for a really good edge control, this one by Shea Moisture is very good. Very good. And also, going back to the lens I was talking about, I should have got that lens anyway, because that one is a power zoom lens. That one actually, like this lens I have, I can't zoom on it. Like, technically I can zoom. It has a zoom feature like built into the camera, but it's not the best of quality when you do that. So it really loses its quality when you do that. So the one I just ordered, the little nozzle in the front, you can actually turn it and it'll zoom in and it's not gonna lose its quality. If anything, it'll get crispier because it's getting closer to the subject. So I'm so excited to get this joint tomorrow. I'm so excited. Okay, you guys, I am getting somewhere. So this is the makeup and I love how clean it looks. I love how like, I just feel put together right now. Today's fragrance of choice, well actually first, Jalen, let's get some lotion on the body. Look, when you think you out of lotion, yeah, it looks like it's a nice day outside today, so I'm happy about that. I just want to pick up some flowers and just have those handy. Gosh, I wish I need to get a new bottle of this. Ooh, I ain't got a lick of this left. Oh, I don't have any of this there. This is the man, this is the Jo Malone Poppy and Barley. I've had this one for quite a while. This one is like when you look, I see a little bit of liquid in there moving, but I can't even, it's not even enough to get in the nozzle. Y'all hear that? I ain't got nothing. So today's fragrance, I probably just go with, I don't know. I'm running out of perfume. The only one that's really full right now is my Lotus Pear. I got some new neighbors, y'all. I'm that nosy neighbor. I'm like, where y'all moving from? Who was y'all? Y'all got kids, y'all got some dogs. Can't go wrong with a bodysuit. It's giving white blazer today. I don't know why. I just feel like putting on this white creamy blazer I have. So I'm thinking about doing my Skims nude color bodysuit. This is just an easy go-to outfit. Watch this joint come together real quick. I already got it in my head. I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna put on my whites. It's like a linen blazer. I got it from H&M a little while ago. I got it for when I went to Ohio a couple months back. And then I think I might pair that with some flared jeans. And I might do my white sandals. Have my little green toes out. Let me put this on, I'll be back. All right, I'm gonna bring y'all down just a little bit so y'all could see me better. Okay, I'm gonna do these jeans. These jeans are Zara, of course. I got another pair of flares that I like more than these, but, and then the white blazer with my sandals. Let me see what these look like with my sandals, because these might be too long, y'all. Okay, I found these little white pants. I don't think I'm gonna wear that though. I think that's doing a little much. I feel like doing a blazer is a little much. To sit around and have to fool a dog. Actually, let's not do this. I am thinking about these Abercrombie and Fitch trousers. Okay. What are we doing? I actually need to see what kind of temperature we got outside. Because I could always wear this mesh shirt I got from Zara. I need to hurry up. That's real cute. Let's see, 77 degrees. Let's see. I still feel like this is doing a lot, but then again, it's like, you're alive, Jalen. Well, I mean, I do feel like I'm not as like moisturized as I'd like to be. I don't know why. My skin has been doing terrible lately, like absolutely terrible. I get really bad back acne, and right now, I think my back is the worst it's ever been. Like, honestly speaking. But yeah, y'all, like my back, I don't even want to show you. My back is the worst it has ever been, and don't even know what to do about it. I thought about doing these, but I don't want to do too much, so I'm gonna do my little, and of course I gotta have nails on. These little ones I got from Walmart that I showed y'all in my, it was a couple vlogs back. I'll link these down below too. These were like 11 bucks from Walmart, and they're so cute. So y'all see how those, they just like cuff right in. Perfume did I put on? I'm gonna add a little bit more perfume just to make sure I got a fresh coat of that on. And I always put like a little bit on my finger, and I always rub a little bit behind my ears. So you know when you go in the hug, they get that, you know what I'm saying? I think I'll do these, my little Target shades. They're navy blue, so it kind of matches my little navy blue theme I got going on right now. Okay, I'm gonna take her outside real quick, and then I'll see y'all when I get in the car. Whew. Grace and peace, you guys. What is going on? The lighting is so bad right now. Hang on. Okay, so you guys remember how I was telling you guys about a lens that that I wanted to try out. So I got it. I purchased the lens that I thought was gonna work better for me. Let's unbox it, open it up, and rate it 1 through 10. Okay, I cannot wait because I really feel like this is what I needed. So here is the before. Okay, so let's unbox this joint. Let's try it out. This is the before. And I really wish I had a more like, I don't know, I wish it wasn't as gloomy today. They be lying, because this lens is definitely, why is this joint low-key bigger? Ha! I am screaming and hollering, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna let the light adjust itself because this joint is mad ugly. This is very ugly lighting, but I'm gonna let it adjust itself. So give me just a second. But as I said, this is the lens that I feel like I always had needed. So we're gonna try her out. I'm gonna keep the box and everything right here just in case. So, okay, now that the lighting has somewhat adjusted itself, this is the before and here's the after. Woo-wee! This joint is so wide. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try out a couple of things because supposedly, oh, hold on. Because supposedly I could zoom in. This is what I was talking about. I wanted to be able to zoom in. And this I can zoom in. Okay, so this is a 16 to 35 millimeter. This joint, hold on, let me make sure. And this is straight out the packaging. I have not adjusted the settings whatsoever. And yet again, it is horrible lighting right now because we've had a very, very, very gloomy day and all the things. So I'll put y'all on this way. BRB. BRB, little girls. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, and then I got that. Okay. I'm still gonna have to adjust some things, but do you guys see how wide this thing is? Like, this is what I wanted. I wanted a super wide lens. I just cannot stand vlogging and I'm like, look how close I am to the camera and I'm still like, this is what I wanted. Because when I vlog, I just couldn't stand feeling like we just all right here. Like, I just didn't like that. So this definitely makes me feel a lot better. Today's been a pretty chill work day. I've just been trying to kind of get some last minute things done because I have quite a bit to do this week. This week's a busy week. Not even gonna lie, this week is a busy week. I have some other things to do to prep for a campaign that's due this week. I have a few other things that I need to kind of get done. But what I'm about to do, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I think I've shared this before once upon a time on my YouTube, but there is something in just caring for your body. So I took a shower and that really helped me that helped me feel a lot better, I'm not even gonna lie. But I still feel kind of crusty, so I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Let me put on some lotion. Let me know down below what lotions you guys like to use, because I've been using Jergens for, I don't know, almost all my life feels like. I've used Aveeno before. I've used, and this is just like body care. I've used the Fenty body butter. I've used the Osea body butter, which I really need to get more of the Osea body butter. Cause that stuff, oh my goodness. One thing about it, I don't ever like mind showing y'all when I'm kind of like, not at my worst, but just not at my best either. You get what I mean? Cause I love to show the power of God. I love for people to see that, yes, you can be in a way, you cannot be in the best place, but there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. And where I'm at right now is trying to get through, I'm going through a transitional season, and I don't know what this season is called, but all I know is it's made me appreciate the prior seasons when I wasn't dealing with the stuff that I'm dealing with now. All I gotta say is, if you think your situation is bad, it may be, but also keep in mind it could always be different and it could always be worse. But even with whatever it is, God is a God of restoration. He's a God of redeeming. He's a God of fixing your problem, even if you are the cause of it. He's a God of helping you through any situation that you have. And the season that I'm in right now, which I talked about this before in some previous videos, but the season I'm in right now is definitely like purposeful isolation. And this whole purposeful isolation it's hard because I find myself feeling like I want, not even saying that I want people around, but I'm noticing the lack of. And it's pretty much causing me just to really depend on God and God becoming my best friend, God becoming my person. You know how we always talk about some, oh, I want to find my person, I want to find my person. Like, I'm getting to a place like God is my person. He has had to, and it doesn't have to be like this for you or anybody else, but what I've recognized is that God will allow things in our life. God will put us in position to experience certain things so we can fully know what it's like to either be without him or to really have to only rely on him. Because all I know is it's so easy to say, I trust God, I love God, I got my faith and trust in the Lord, and he's all I need, and all this and all that. But then when you hit a bump in the road and you really don't have who you thought you had around to kind of hold your hand through your situations, it's in those moments right there where you really get to feel like, okay, in this season I can really feel that God is truly all I have, and that God truly is all I need, because what I thought I needed, I didn't really need to get through the situation. Now, would it have helped? Maybe, who knows? But the point of it all is God wants to show you like he is the God of your life, and that he wants to walk with you through whatever situation you have going on. Also, at the end of the day, what's good to know is that God is very present, and I have to always remind myself of that. Even though, yes, it's what I know. Yes, I already know this. Sometimes I have to go without. Sometimes I have to be isolated for me to really feel what I think I know. And here's another thing, and I was talking to one of my friends about this. Like, we always talk about, you know, actions being louder than words. Like, yeah, because look at what God did. Like, he, you know, he says he loves us. He even talks about how the greatest thing you can do for a friend is lay down your life. Okay, God won't just talking. He did that. He did that. So for that, it's like, I don't know, it's just different. It's just something about it, and it's just different. And for that, I'm like, God, I thank you for the ways I've had to be isolated. God, I thank you for the things that I wanted and I couldn't get, because it taught me how to rely on you without those things. Because again, I thought I needed it, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that, y'all. I'm gonna be okay. Because that's just what's gonna happen. The thing with wide angle lenses is that it can be, I know you guys know like that fisheye effect. Like, that's like a super wide angle lens. I'm not trying to have a fisheye effect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have that. So this is this is a 1.8. Yeah, again, I don't know if I'm going to keep this lens or not, because if I'm honest, I'm not gonna use it. And with this, I could literally get my coin back for this one while I can. So I'm gonna just stick this in here for now. So now that work is done, I'm gonna get into the word. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I kind of just want to read through 1 Samuel to the end and just kind of get what I need to get, because I find myself, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of find myself not, it's not that I'm not reading the word, like not trying to read the word, but I find myself not reading it. I find myself like, ooh, I wanted to discuss it on, you know, YouTube and stuff. And it's not even that I need to do that, but I'm actually getting ready to do a quick clean. I need to clean my apartment. I can just tell the atmosphere down here is just very off. So I'm ready to cut on some worship music, and I'm gonna cut the camera on. I'm gonna cut my little JBL speaker on. Yeah, shout out to Caseify. They sent me this case, and they sent me another one. Box. It had it with a bow on it and everything. I didn't know how to tie the bow back on there, how they had it. So I just did like a regular bow or whatever. But I want to show y'all, like, look how cute they have the inside. So thank you so much, Caseify, if you ever see this. Thank you so much for thinking of me. But it was this case, which is just kind of like, I guess you can say like an outline of a face. And then the other one I got is this one, and I guess it's just kind of like that yin yang thing with hearts. This one honestly really isn't my style, so I highly doubt I use this one, but I'm pretty sure someone that I know, because I have an iPhone 14 Pro. I kid you not, I felt like I was on their websites for so long because they just had so many options, and I was just like, knowing me, I'm gonna go with like something plain, cream or brown, call it a day, which legit, that's what I was looking at. but I didn't get anything. So yeah, I kind of just want to straighten up the house a little bit. Like I said, it's not even that it's really messy. It's just like little stuff. Cut on my worship. Oh, that's what I was gonna show y'all. Okay. So me going in to listen to my worship instrumental. So this is what I'm listening to. So it's by Nathaniel Coe III. And I don't know if this particular album, I guess this album only has like 3 songs. Yeah, it does. So this is what one of them is called. I hope y'all can see that. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, let's get it. All right, you guys, whew, it has been a little time later. The house is a nice refresh. I kind of moved a little bit around. Like I moved my lamp that was over here to over there because it makes more sense here than it did just randomly right there, because that's not like a little corner. This is like an open wall. So at some point I'm gonna put my pictures up on the wall. It might not be tonight just because I'm a little like out of it and I kind of just want to get in the word. So then that's what I'm gonna do and kind of tip tap on the computer a little bit. I'm gonna order me some dinner. I don't have any groceries in the house, so yeah, because I don't have any groceries in the house, I don't have any groceries in the house, so I'm just gonna order dinner tonight and I'll probably go to the grocery store tomorrow sometime once I'm done working and just figure it out from there. I think I might go ahead and end this vlog. I'm not even gonna lie, because I want to go ahead and start this other vlog, some other stuff that I want to do and talk about. So I think I'm gonna just start a new vlog. So before I go, as always, I have to do my little shameless plugins. Make sure you guys join the book club if you haven't already. I think our designated days are going to be like Fridays at 6 p.m. We do video calls and we talk through the Welcome to Adulting book that I keep talking about. So this Friday we're going into chapter 4 and I'm really excited about that. Also, make sure you guys do the survey for the trip. We did pick a date, so just go ahead and follow me on Instagram and all the things, because I am going to start posting some content around the trip. So if you are interested and you did fill out the survey and you're actually interested in going, that is where you're gonna get the bulk of the information before we really start to really get into like who's actually going. So because I got hundreds of responses. Now, in terms of it being hundreds of people going, I highly doubt it. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and start throwing in more detailed information for you guys, especially for the ones who are really considering going. We're getting ready to rest up. Why did I just mop? And I took her outside, she peed and everything. We come back inside, why is she squatting, peeing? Like, I done got rid of your scent, so now you're trying to find your scent and you wanna mark your territory. Like, no ma'am, your scent is outside. yeah, but anyway, the house is nice and clean. I'm gonna put up the pictures at some point, and I think I'm gonna just put those pictures there, and then my big mirror is gonna go there. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But all is well. So I love you guys so much. So as always, if you're new, I'm Jay. If you're not new, I thank you so much for supporting me with whatever I do here with my channel. I love each and every one of you to no end. And of course, until next time, God willing, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.